Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Chance! And it's Kane. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Fernandes. Camavinga. Kagawa. Tries to play it through. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Shevchenko, and there's green grass ahead of him, and he's straight offside.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Fernandez. Oh, now he can run away with it. Shot could be on, and he is dashing away.
Shot a goal! Goal! Portugal! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time.
Decent chance! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Liverpool restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Pinches it off him. Good take, and is it
Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Impressive jump. Goal, Portugal! And again they hit the front.
Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. And it's Son Heung-min.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee's come over. It's a red card.
Portugal are down to 10 men. Yamal.
No, he's not getting his way this time.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yamal. Camavinga.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Portugal are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So straight into the second half. That's the keeper's ball. Messi. Kagawa. That's a good run down the left. Chance to deliver. Tried the volley, but no.
Shevchenko cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Good reason for optimism here. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Shevchenko. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That's a sharp pass. Son Heung-min has got himself a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Liverpool have a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Marquinhos. And it's Fernandes. He won't be happy with that one. Kagawa conjures time and space where few can. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. For Messi. Triol. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Number 21, Pele.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that is out of play. That'll be a throw-in. Kagawa. Oh, he's great chance! It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
2 minutes is number 7, Fernandes.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Laporte. Oh no, what has happened here? He's found a way through, and this is Kane.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Liverpool really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
He has found a way through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Van Dijk.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! And that is as much as we have time for. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Portugal may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability...
Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Argentina are looking to go forward now. Now it's Martinez. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Messi. And Messi! It's off target and by quite a way. Fernandez. Still goalless at the moment. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
That was lovely, that.
Opts to play it back. Messi! Xavi Alonso. That's Gerrard. And here's Messi. Dinks one through. Fernandez. Mbappe. Almada. Now Martinez. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That looks a cracking ball. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. De Paul. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Medina. Fernandez. Almada. And Medina. And he's intervened well there.
There will be 1 minute
Yamal.
added time.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Today, please have your
So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
So off we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Martinez. And it's Batistuta. This looks promising. Oh, that's nice. Can he finish?
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Almada. Fernandez. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Almada. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Xavi Alonso.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Mbappe. Hazard.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He has a look up. He's being urged to shoot. Tries a shot! And it's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Number 21, Kylian Mbappe.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's looking wide. Hazard. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Messi coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Martinez. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! It's in! Argentina are level!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
The goal scorer for Argentina after 83 minutes is number 22, Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez. Substitution for Argentina, number 10, Messi.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 21.
Looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Threads one in. Well, nicely intercepted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Indicated.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, that's neat. Pings it across. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Just a quick
Listen, the
announcement.
more this
It is
game
now
went
time
on,
for our
a draw
special
was
worry.
always likely
Please
to be
grab
on the
tickets and
card.
give them
So
when you're walking through
overall,
the
I
gate.
don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country. And the shot! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Nicely weighted ball. Gerrard. O'Shea. And it's Kagawa. Jupe. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And smartly reclaimed. Might be danger here. There's the shot! And there's his goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Complete.
Rupper! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. This looks promising. Real chance! And that is well cleared. Van Dijk. Look at the space here. Kagawa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's definitely onside. No way through, so back it comes. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, that's a shot at goal! De Bruyne. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Shevchenko. Out for a throw. And it's O'Shea. And he cuts out the supply. Looking to play him in. Ruben Diaz calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gabriel. Now it's Drogba. De Bruyne. He's found a way through. Plays it in low. Raya claims it without any fuss. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball. Gabriel. Now it's Shevchenko. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's got away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please make sure.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we are back underway. And he's... Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And now he has two. Arsenal with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bouts of passing here, and the shot! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Arsenal now in a position far more desirable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8, Gerrard.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And he gets rid in a hurry. O'Shea. Juve proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Shevchenko! And that would have been some goal.
Shevchenko clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. De Bruyne running with the ball. He is through here. Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Manchester United have it back and can shot, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 17.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Number 22. De Bruyne. Coming on
Terrific
the field.
effort!
Number 18.
No, not the best of headers.
Number 6. Mikel Merino. Substitution in progress.
Van Dijk. Now Tonali. Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Manchester United will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. O'Shea clears. That's a good ball out wide. Ball come. Impressive jump!
He will be livid with himself.
Trossard. That looks a decent ball. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Throwing. Gabriel. He's a sharp little ball here. Now this could be a chance. Probing pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Just a quick request today for everybody.
The end of the
kindly
game.
remove any
Reflections?
cars on the
Yeah,
road
well,
outside
I've been
the
on the
stadium.
losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
James has the space to scheme. Good read, needed to be. Perez. And he was quick to react. That pass has been well intercepted. Silvestre gets over and intercepts. Nicely intercepted. Now it's Foden. He's found a way through. Let's a look and place it forward. And this is Shevchenko. He shifted it to the flank. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Just to keep, shot a goal! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And it's Palmer. And here's Torres. That's where it came from. Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Raya claims comfortably. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. Duke proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner, knocks it into space. Adams getting this one clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, it's gone in!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
1 minute added time.
Corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's got his cross in. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half
This is a
very
quick
soon.
reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
And we get things going again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Now it's Palmer. Palmer. Passes short. Pires! That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Pires. It's Pires! Deftly away. De Bruyne, spread to the right. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is a little undercooked. Pires touches it back. Gerrard. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he welcomes it in. They get a throw in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And here's Drogba. Picked out brilliantly.
Chelsea have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though... De Bruyne! De Bruyne! That's tremendous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, that's a very decent chance, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
13, Palmer. Number 9, Fernando Torres. Number 11, Didier Drogba. Number 5, Fabinho. Coming on the field, number 3, Dennis Irwin. Gerrard. Number 21.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Number 15, Elijah Youth. Number
Oh, and they're
7,
quick to press here, right on top of them. Son Heung-min. James, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Oh, well played, well played.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Substitution.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Manchester United are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence.
Real chance! And a goal!
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
A shift in momentum, but tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. So, third corner of the game. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can clear their lines.
Chelsea nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Decent chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Chelsea really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well, that's well seen too. He has found the way through, looking to play him in. And he's managed to get rid.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
There you have it. The referee says that time is up. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Just a quick announcement. And
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends.
Oh, great chance! And it's Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, there's the clearance. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Laporte getting this one clear.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Tries to play it through. Shevchenko receives it in a wide position.
I think that's offside.
Yes, it is. And it's Batistuta. And he's worked it through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And they've got rid. Cafu. Looking to play him in. Batistuta. Well read. And the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He leaps for it!
Goal! Milan! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's managed to get free. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Right card. Milan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Baresi gets it clear. Now it's Undav. Undav proves just a little bit too strong. And this is Ibrahimovic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Shevchenko. Aimed beyond the defence. Park Ji-sung looking to receive it in space. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's been hooked away.
Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
It's Park Ji-sung. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's a pretty loose pass, but that has not gone well. Park Ji-sung. Can he spark a counter here? And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had...
Ibrahimovic! That's a decent clearance.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Belletti. He's had a shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That is a great pick out. And it's been given away. Surely he can't miss. Some resolute defending there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Decent chance! Oh, good finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Number 14.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Lovely pass, but... And he shoots! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, it's come loose! Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
That is some save from Khan! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's their second corner of the game.
Oh, great leap! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Milan with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Goes for the shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Bergkamp.
Park Ji-sung.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Dembele. It's Park Ji-sung.
And he's in on goal! Bergkamp! It's bounced back off the post. Shoots!
It's anyone's ball now.
Can he finish?
Wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Nuno Mendes. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, what has happened here?
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that has left him in a heap. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Foot in.
And that is a little undercooked. And here's Undav.
Undav really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Cafu wins the duel this time. Portugal now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And smartly reclaimed.
He's having a hit!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's an excellent interception.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Laporte kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Dembele! Dembele!
And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished. This is a Hollywood or bus corner. The final whistle is up next.
Serves up a cross.
Portugal with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Produces a cross. And that's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he skips past his man. Cafu. And it's Dembele. Olise.
In with the challenge.
Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dembele.
And that'll be the end of that.
Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Portugal really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
পৌঁছা গেছো? হুম। ওইখানে একবার ওখানে জিজ্ঞেস করে নাও। কি বললো? ওখান থেকেই ছাড়বে। ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Pedri. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Oh, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pedri. O'Shea spots it and intercepts.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Platini! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Laporte. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That was lovely, that.
Alexander-Arnold makes a move down the right. Neymar. And there's the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Neymar has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on. Portugal always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive.
And Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta? Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Jupe. It's Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Didn't quite work for him. Vieira. And it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello, attendees.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second period is underway.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. letting himself get dominated like that, it's very...
Big chance! Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
So this to extend their lead.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Platini. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Juve. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, cracking ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Portugal, number 26, Kagawa. Coming on to replace
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
number 11, Olise. Substitutions
Neymar
taking
will
place.
not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cafu. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Neymar. Can he get it through?
That's going in strongly.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Portugal are down to 10 men. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Portugal have the chance to go the other way.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Olise. And this is Gerrard. He's picked his way through.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty.
Portugal have themselves a chance from the spot.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 13.
A big,
Shevchenko.
deep breath.
Number 8. Gerrard. Coming on the field.
And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Portugal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is as much as we have time for.
Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you sum up
we
what
come
we've
to
witnessed?
now.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gordon. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Gordon. And here's Kane. Now it's Madueke. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Stones promptly onto that, and that is that. Taken back almost at once.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. O'Reilly. And it's Kane. Kane! Oh, off the bar!
He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Bellingham. Gordon. And that's a throw-in. This is a promising build-up.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's picked it up out wide, delivered with swing.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Backward it goes. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. And it's Xabi Alonso. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Xabi Alonso really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the left flank. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Madueke puts a cross in. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Madueke has the space to scheme. Anderson. Bellingham is onto this. Pass somewhat off target. That is good alertness.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He might be in here. Takes a shot. He's got a goal. They've done it. Finally, they've broken through. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to...
Decent chance! Harry Kane! Off the scale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution.
Just look at that. Can't find the words to describe it, but I feel like I owe him a personal congratulations.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Anderson. Rice. Threads one in. Gordon. Gordon is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 19, Yamal. Number 7, Hazard.
And it's Eze.
Number 18.
He's found a way through.
Alonso.
Engages
Coming on
and
the
forces
field,
him off the ball.
Number 20, Messi. Number
They've won a
11,
corner.
Number 13, Conte. Substitution in progress.
Rice goes short. In once more. Saka! Goal, England! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
England have their lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Added time.
Now it's Kane. He's a sharp little ball here. This looks promising.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has been slung wide. Rashford proves just a little bit too strong. It's Rashford! He has hit that forcefully.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even...
So that's it. It is all over. Portugal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Those of you making their way home on public
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
please watch the
Portugal
screen to
definitely
train the
struggled
party
to
times
get
from all
going.
local major
That was
stations.
sensed by their support early on, and it just...
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.